So Simone Biles, she only cares about dude, this girl is so fucking insufferable, man. You only give you only care about yourself. That's how fucking selfish you are, you little piece of shit. You have an entire team that's depending on you. Entire team. You have an entire team that's depending on you and you just give up and go home like a bit like a little bitch, basically. But it's like, what is wrong with you, man? Like, you're really a piece of work, man. Because look, man, the amount of work these athletes have to put into the Olympics is not normal. I won't even begin to understand how much work it takes, how much effort, how much dedication. You gotta start this shit when you're like 12 or 11. When do Olympic athletes? When do Olympic gymnasts start training typically? When do they start training though? On average, elite gymnasts start training at around 4 years old. Some, such as Simone Biles, start as late as age 6, while others may start training as young as 2 or even 1. Children can start learning the fundamental skills for gymnastics as young as 2 or 3. So these people have been bred to become athletes their entire lives from zero to hero. Most of them, they start training at 2 to 5 years old. Yeah, seriously. You gotta train for almost 10 years straight to become good enough to compete in the Olympic athletes. Crazy, man. So consider everything. You gotta consider everything as a whole, man. These Olympic athletes fucking have. They're going through so much. I mean, Simone's definitely going through a lot. She had to deal with people calling her the greatest of all time. I mean, every time you look around, you'll see someone making an article saying she's the greatest of all time. Like, it's kind of crazy, you know? She's considered the greatest of all time of everything. But when you have that much pressure on you, it's up to you to make sure that you are able to overcome that pressure. Don't just give in to the pressure and start just crumbling under pressure. That's not admirable, man. It's really not admirable. That's pussy. It's pussy. But you know, she's a pussy anyway. But anyways, let me show you guys the little press conference they had.
Half day or at least the morning off. So it'll be a good mental rest, and so we'll take it from there.
More questions, please. Raise a question over there. Translation. Thank you.
Hey, Simone. Can you talk about the technical part of that vault you tried?
Yeah.
What happened and what were you attempting and what happened?
So I was trying a 2.5, and I ended up doing a 1.5. Just got a little bit lost in the air, which is really unfortunate, especially to have a score like that go up there for the team. I feel like I robbed them of a couple of tenths, and we could have been a little bit higher in the rankings.
There's
but
Simone.
yeah,
Right
I was
there.
trying a 2.5, ended up doing 1.5, which was definitely not my best work. So it's just something we have to go in the gym and work on.
Yes, please. Ladies first.
Yes.
Ladies first.
For Suni, Grace, and Jordan, you guys were really thrust into positions, some of them apparatus you weren't expecting to be on tonight. Are there things that stood out to you where you felt like, okay, I was able to jump in and do well? And Simone, sort of similar thing, where did you see them sort of had those points where it was reassuring to you that they were okay without you in there?
Well, personally, I knew they'd be okay without me just watching them train. They're a couple of the strongest competitors I know. Their heads are always on straight, and they have a lot of dedication and courage. So I knew they were going to be just fine. So I wasn't worried. I know they were a little bit worried going in.
When I earned $5,900 in the next
Ads
24
after
hours?
ads after
Keep
ads.
watching,
Great.
because in the next 5 minutes,
Go back out there, but did you go to them? Did you tell them, hey, I can't do this? Or did they tell you maybe you
Well,
should take a break? Or how did it
White man
specifically
asking
go?
a question.
so I was like, I think the girls need to do the rest of the competition without me. And they were like, I promise you, you're fine. We watched you warm up. And I said, no, I know I'm going to be fine, but I can't risk a medal for the team, so I need to call it. And you usually don't hear me say things like that because I'll usually persevere and push through things, but not to cost the team a medal. So they were like, okay, well, if Simone says this, then we need to take it pretty serious. And so I had the correct people around me to do that.
So was that the first time? So this wasn't the first time you've been in a competition and were like, man, I'm not sure I'm in this today.
Yes. Today has been really stressful. We had a workout this morning. It went okay, and then just that 5.5 hour wait or something, I was just like shaking, could barely nap. I just never felt like this going into a competition before, and I tried to go out here and have fun and warm up in the back, went a little bit better, but then once I came out here, I was like, no, mental's not there, so I just need to let the girls do it and focus on myself.
Mental's not there? Why?
Simone, I'm just interested in your choice of words because you keep saying they're Olympic silver medalists, but you're part of the team. Well, it takes a lot of courage.
I didn't do my job. They came out and they stepped up and they did what they needed to do and more, especially last minute. Suni didn't even get to warm up her floor passes until the 30-second touch. So this medal is all of them and the coaches, and it has nothing to do with me because they did it without me.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, we did though.
We really
dedicated
this medal to Simone.
Yeah, this medal is definitely for her because if it
Why?
wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here where we are right now.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be silver Olympic medalists because of who she is as a person.
Okay.
So this all kudos to you, girlie. Like this is all for you. Like yes we did this.
We're gonna battle back and forth.
But no, really, like you're part of this team, and you know you deserve it too.
I just wanted, that was basically my point, was that it takes a lot of mental strength and courage to know when you're in a good place, when you're not in a good place. And I
She's
just
so
wanted to
wait. That
pick
lady
up on
asking
that
the
and just say that
question.
there's a lot of girls
I
out
would
there.
feel bad
Yes, Olympics is about
asking these
physical
questions,
sport,
and I'm
it's
like
also about mental, and I
severely
think you did a lot
overweight.
for that.
I know I'm a bit fat, and I'm trying to get in shape, but shit. Look at that, man.
Question for Suni Sali. You equaled Nina Derwal with a very high score on the uneven bars.
Okay,
how do you see like the rivalry
That day, so I don't think there's much of a rivalry there.
It's a friendly competition.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. We can pretty much sum this up now. When I was watching that live, her teammates were pissed. They were angry. Sun Lee, whatever the fuck her name is, that Asian girl and the black Asian girl and the other white girl, she was pissed. The coaches were pissed. They were heated. They were mad at her. Probably when she went to the back, she got fucking shit thrown at her in the locker room. she's a multiple-time Olympic gold medalist. Like, what does she have to prove, though? I don't get that, but whatever. Yeah, kind of makes sense. You know, it is what it is. Well.